The Israeli military says a ceasefire is now in effect between Israel and Hamas. This is part of the deal reached earlier this week. Yesterday on the Takeout, Major Garrett asked the Israeli ambassador to the U.S. if he's confident Hamas will leave Gaza and not return. Here's his response.
We have to hope so. I mean, leave, whether it's leave physically or leave any status of power within Gaza. Look, most of the leadership of Hamas has been eliminated. Those that remain have to remain outside the contours of power, and that goes for the Palestinian Authority as well. They can't be.
Also, President Trump is headed to the Middle East Sunday. He's planning to attend the signing of the peace agreement in Egypt. He's also expected to address Israel's parliament in Jerusalem at some stage. CBS News senior foreign correspondent Debora Patta brings us more on all of this from Jerusalem. Good morning to you once again, Debora. From your vantage point, is it evident yet that the ceasefire is in effect? And what are the benchmarks for this important first phase?
It's been just over 2 hours, Errol, and so far it is holding. But we should point out that right up until the final hours before it came into effect this morning, Israel continued to bomb Gaza. The deal stipulates, too, that Israeli troops must withdraw to an agreed line. And there are also reports that as the Israeli army retreated, it set fire to homes along the way. Now, this was always going to be a fragile ceasefire. Palestinians have been longing for this moment, but it's not easy to erase decades of mistrust on both sides. There is a fear among some Palestinians that once Israel gets the hostages back, they could return to war. And you will have seen the statements from Hamas insisting that the U.S. continues to provide guarantees that Israel will uphold the terms of the deal. Now, as you know, there are still very thorny, outstanding issues to be negotiated, including disarmament and governments on the side of Hamas. And in Israel, right-wing hardliners and Prime Minister Netanyahu's government want to annex Gaza, even though, Errol, the deal makes it very clear that that's off the table.
All right, Debora Patta in Jerusalem, thank you. Senior White House correspondent Weijia Jiang joins us now from the North Lawn of the White House with the Trump administration's perspective on this. Weijia, this time yesterday, we were talking about how much of a win this is for President Trump. So what are his plans over the next few days and the next few steps in this peace deal?
Well, good morning, Errol. Good morning, everyone. As you mentioned, President Trump plans to head to the Middle East on Sunday. First, he'll go to Egypt to attend the actual signing of that peace agreement, and then to Israel, where he has accepted an invitation to address the Knesset, which is Israel's parliament. He would be the first American president to do so. In terms of what happens next, Errol, the president was asked about this just yesterday because obviously, just as he said, when he was asked about phase 2, he said the focus right now is really to make sure the hostages are released, to make sure that phase 1 is executed, which also includes the first withdrawal of some IDF troops to a certain line. As for phase 2, what's next? He said he didn't really want to talk about it, but he added that there would be disarmament, that there would be pullbacks even more. Of course, those are just 2 of the many other points in his 20-point peace plan, and we don't exactly know how everything is going to be organized because, again, he is so focused on just getting these hostages back. But there is still much to do, Errol, when it comes to implementing a long-term peace deal, and it's unclear exactly how long that could take. We're also waiting to hear how Hamas feels about several of those 20 points in the president's plan.
Right, and I guess we'll all watch to see if we at least get through this weekend as everything holds. Weijia, great to see you. Thank you very much.